Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Anchor Snake here. Hope you're doing good today. Today I got a video. I'm going to do my review of the RSI Meteor. And I think the Meteor is a very interesting ship. It almost seems like the design team was told to take the Mantis and make it into like maybe a quasi light medium hauler. And then somewhere along the way they were told, nah, let's change it. Let's go a different route. Let's make it into a medium fighter. And because it has the bones, it has the lines, the shape of a hauler, and it almost like they stripped out the cargo rack area and they put size 4 missile racks in there, and then they slapped on these gigantic cannons, and boom, we have a new medium fighter. Now, I don't dislike the look of it. I think it looks pretty sick. It has a Star Trek Voyager vibe going on, which kind of adds to the mystique of the whole thing, and it looks pretty cool. So it's just odd. It handles well, performs very well. The only thing I don't like about it is I don't like the seat position in the vision game. The vision's very limited in your left and your right, and especially looking up. So I wish they would have pushed the cockpit a little bit forward and improved the vision a little bit better. As far as like its fighter performance, you're going to have to strip off those FL-33s. They're horrible. I recommend either Panthers, and if you can afford to go get some attritions, they'll really step it up. The ship performs well in a fight. It is super fast. I mean, there's going to be anything else is going to have a hard time getting away from you in a straight line run. So I'm not a great fighter pilot, and I was able to take it out and do fairly decent in it and get a few bounties completed. So the ship, all in all, has another interesting feature about it. It has the exact same component loadout as the Gladius, military grade size 2 equipment. It's identical. But what is odd to me is that the ship, and I'm just going off the stats off of Urkel based upon the Mantis because the ship has not currently been released. It shares the same mass, almost the same mass as a Vanguard Sentinel. But yet this ship is classified as a medium, so it's just odd. It's almost double the mass of the Guardian, which is a heavy, and this is a medium. So it's the only other ships that were technically classified as mediums were the Hornets, and now this thing is filling in that role and is almost 3 times the size of it. So it's just in a really weird place. Like I said, it's almost like it's got its feet in 2 different swim lanes. And when I say that, this ship, CIG made the elevator hole big enough where you can put 1 SU containers in. So guess what? Now you can haul light cargo with it. You can haul maybe 4 to 5 SU containers. So thank you very much, CIG, for giving us that ability. So, and it's pretty cool ship. Like I said, I enjoyed flying it. It handles very well. It looks really cool. It's just an odd duck. So without further ado, let's get into it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Okay, so real quickly, here's the front of the Meteor. As you can see, I've got size 3 attritions put on, and I had to do it because the FL-33s that come with this thing are just garbage. I think the capacitor rating is only like 16 shots after you've pulled the trigger. Take a look at this. So the first time you pull, the cannons will fire. And yeah, it only has 16 shots before it goes into recharge. So go ahead. I recommend you either switch over to the Panthers. If you've got a set of Panthers laying around, they're gonna give you about 71 shots. Whereas the attritions are going to be about 58 shots. So just quickly, here's a quick view around the ship. You've already seen it. It looks really, really good. There's not really a whole lot that you can do on the exterior except get in it and then open up the fuel port. That's really the only buttons that I have found on the exterior of the ship. And so just real quickly, we'll go in there and I'll show you that real quickly. So right there is the button you're going to push to lower down the elevator to get in. And then over to my right is going to be the fuel button. It's right there where you would refuel it. And there it is. I really wish these little panels right here where you could put missile or put guns in it, sort of like the Guardian can. but it is what it is. So that's pretty much the exterior of the ship. We'll take a look on the inside. All right, starting right here, you have a head, just basically a commode, do your business. You have a bed, then you have a little storage area right here, 450 micro SCU, and then we have looks like a Mobi-Glass charger, like a phone charger thing. We'll cover that in a minute, everybody. We have a panel for, it's like a shield generator. And then we have a fire extinguisher. Another storage component, another component locker. We have one right here. Another shield generator. Circuit fuse. Power plant, I'm sure. And then over here, we have a food prep area, a little one, a little tiny area. And then there's a little button here. We can open up this little storage here. One last little thing here. I'm guessing those are probably coolers. And that is it. And then we have the little pop-up weapons rack and storage area. There's another 450K of storage right here. So about just shy, about 100 micro SCU shy of 1 SCU of storage built in. And then we have the obviously the pilot seat. Very reminiscent of the Zeus. Just 2 MFDs. As you can see, we got 2 coolers. And I'll kind of go over here what we got. We got hail target, weapons on, exit, enable shields. Try to give you all the buttons. Engage quantum drive, engine on, power off, self-destruct. I don't know why that's a button. Up top there isn't anything. View is not great. I wish that this bit above me was gone, or I wish the flight station or the cockpit was pushed a little further out to be more sort of like the Zeus is. It's fairly limited view, but it is what it is. Not horrible, just limited. So here's the missile racks. Let's see right here if we can. So that's the missile racks, and those are size 4. Here we go. They're huge. Pretty cool, huh? All right, those are the Dominators. I believe the Dominators are going to pop out. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to pop out right there. You see, see right there in the little between the guns. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Right there. But there's your two Dominators. And then there's 2 over here. So each one of those racks has 2. Whereas the size 4s have they each have their own rack. So there you go. Just thought you'd like to see that. So you have a total of 8 missiles total on board. 4 size 4s and then 4 size 2s.
Radar contact. Shields damaged. Shields damaged. Shields damaged. Enemy down. Enemy down.
Okay, so I want to go over some just basic stats that you're going to probably care about. Number one, your quantum fuel is 1.14 mil. So that means you can just about go anywhere in Staten in one quantum jump. It's pretty good. It jumps pretty fast and it doesn't guzzle the fuel. So I really like that about it. So good quantum jumps. SEM speed in atmosphere was about 212. That's about what I saw around Microtech. And then in space, it was about 569. It just depends. It's going to differ between moons and stuff, but that's typically what I saw. Nav speed in space is like 1400. Man, this thing screams. It rockets. Claim time, if you die in it, is going to be about 13.5 minutes. If you expedite it, it gets down to like 4.5. So there you go. All right, guys, it's cargo time. I wanted to see if the Meteor could actually carry a cargo container. I kept eyeballing that hatch, and it just, the size seemed right. It seemed like it would fit. So in this portion of the video, you're going to get to watch me kind of figure it out as I go along, whether or not this thing will be able to hold a cargo container, and watch me go through that process. Here we go. All right, can we put a 1SU container in here? I wonder, will it fit? It kind of looks like it will. It kind of looks like it will. How about this? But if we get in it, go up. Lower it down. Looks like it should fit. Oh, yeah. It does fit. Well, looky there. Okay. All right, so we put you there. You. 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 I can still get probably two more. Let's see, put it on the deck. Drop it down. Get rid of it. And move it. Turn it. Drop it. Just let it fall. So the Meteor can carry four to five SCU of cargo, which is pretty stinking cool if you ask me. It kind of changes the dynamic of what this ship is. I'm not really sure. It is a fighter and it does fly very well. It's ridiculously fast. Nobody's going to be able to really get away from you. I suppose maybe there's some out there that's faster, but 560, 570 is pretty stinking fast. So some of the smaller craft are going to, if they turn and run, you're going to be able to stay right there behind them. They're not going to get away from you. Unless they're able to outturn you. Now, I don't know the stats of turning and all that. I can't tell. I don't know. I know as far as flying it, and I mean, I'm no great pilot by no stretch of the imagination, but I was able to take it out and hold my own in it fairly well in a fight. The cannons, when they hit, they seem to do pretty significant amount of damage. So if you're facing one of these, I would say you definitely want to try to avoid those rascals for sure if you can all help it. But that's the thing, this thing can get, it's so fast, it can just stay on your tail unless you're able to outturn it. And even then, if your opponent, unlocks and goes into that unlocked mode, oh man, it's just devastating. It's just a devastating little ship, no doubt about it. I prefer to be in my my Super Hornet as far as dogfighting is concerned, but like taking this thing out, and let's say you want to go jump somewhere and do something, this would be a great runabout if they ever brought box missions back, you could do box missions in this, and it's pretty. It's you know, you're not going to put a two SU container in here, but you could put ones. You could put a couple ones in here, no problem. So it does have a little something else you could do. You could throw a couple containers in and go do bounty mission in it. I'd almost venture to say you might be able to throw a Mirai Pulse in here. All right, guys. So that pretty much wraps this thing up. Just to kind of summarize. So what is this? Who is this ship for? I think it's going to be for some people that are collectors, or some people that just love fighters and they want to try something new. I think this is who this ship is going to be for. Your average Joes like myself are probably not going to gravitate toward this. I don't know. It just depends. Do I recommend the ship? I mean, I guess if you like fighters, sure, go ahead and grab it and give it a shot. If you're new and you're trying to get into this, I don't know. This might not be the ship for you. You might want to start off with something a little bit smaller and a little bit more nimble. Not that this thing's not. It's just it's a big target for smaller opponents. It's a really cool ship. It has a lot to offer as far as flexibility. You can haul cargo in it, and you can fight very well. It's going to need upgrades. You're going to have to spend some credits to upgrade the guns, and probably a lot of the components. The more stealthier you can get it, probably the better off you'll be, because it is a bigger fighter. So I really like it as far as like the way it looks and like the way it handles. The only thing that I don't like about the ship is I don't like the vision. You can't hardly see over your left and right shoulder, and you can't see straight up. Now I run head tracker IR, so I can move my head and I can see, and the vision is very, very limited as compared to like my Super Hornet. Can you work around it? You certainly can. But I just wish the front stuck out a lot further, sort of like the Zeus, and I wish the pilot seat was pushed a whole lot forward so you'd have that whole complete field of view over your left and right shoulder like a proper fighter should. This thing seems to be more like it should be a purposely built like intercept or something. There's some specific role that this thing was meant to fill, and I'm not really sure what that role is, other than what they say it's a medium fighter. Now, as you can see with the attritions, the thing is mean as all get out, and it is. And if I hit you with the cannons, it's going to really mess your day up. So that is kind of the neat little niche that this thing's going to fill. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. It was a lot of fun to make, and I had a lot of fun flying and testing it out. And stick around to the end. There's a funny outtake I want to share with you because I thought it was pretty funny. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it wasn't complete garbage, please consider giving me a thumbs up or a like, or maybe even subscribing if you're new here. And I hope that you do. Anyway, guys, until next time, y'all take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Auto drive is now on.
Okay. What the fuck just happened? Guys, what just happened? Oh, this game, y'all, is such trash sometimes, man. It's just it's part of it, I guess. So we died trying. Oh my goodness, that was funny.
do.